Let's start with this. The Ronnie Mamoepa Foundation is hosting an official commemoration event in honor of the late ANC veteran. The event is taking place at the Freedom Park Heritage Site in Pretoria. Dignitaries will attend the event with a keynote address from the Presidency and a wreath-laying ceremony. Mamoepa, who was sent to Robben Island in the apartheid years, served as spokesperson for both presidents, Thabo Mbeki and Jacob Zuma, before he passed away in 2017. The event is aimed at reigniting social activism, and Kenny Mapanga, our very own, is standing by. Kenny, thank you so much for your time this evening. Let's talk about the significance of this particular event.
Well, good evening to you, Bongiwe, and the viewers at home. Of course, the Deputy President, Paul Mashatile, has just concluded his keynote address here at Freedom Park in Pretoria, where he honored and celebrated the life of a comrade and a friend, a highly regarded communications professional and government spokesperson, Mr. Ronnie Mamoepa. And I think the key theme that came out of this keynote address by the Deputy President was this question of nearly 30 years into democracy, with a number of socioeconomic challenges that we're facing in the country. What would he make of the gains and the losses of the governing party in addressing this key challenge? But to help me unpack this prestigious event, as well as the foundation's launch, I'm joined by Ronnie Mamoepa's daughter, Muriel, who also delivered quite a touching tribute earlier today here at Freedom Park. I think where we can start, Muriel, is the key question that was raised by the Deputy President, that if your father had to reflect on the nearly 30 years of democracy that we have and we enjoy as a nation, he would look at some of these socioeconomic challenges and question the gains and the losses. As his daughter, I'm sure you've had many conversations about the plights of many South Africans. What would be his reflection on where we are today?
Well, first of all, I honestly think that he would be sitting in the room with us all, and we, like he said, would never sleep. He would be proud and as well enjoy tackling those challenges. He enjoyed his job. He enjoyed fulfilling the role that he played. With every role that he had, he did it very well. He was an amazing communicator. He wrote majority of my speeches. He was an amazing father, an amazing husband, and I think he enjoyed spending time with my mother more than us. But I genuinely think that he would be right next to our President Cyril Ramaphosa or our Deputy President Paul Mashatile in their office, and still finding his role very important. Also just playing it really well as well. So I think we have big shoes to fill, and I don't think we'll ever fill those shoes, because just being here is very overwhelming for myself, because it shows that like they said, the freedom that we have right now was not exactly free, but I think he would be proud to say that he lived where he lived from the freedom, or from the fight that he fought. So I honestly think that he would be very grateful.
Let's talk a bit about the foundation that's being launched. I think the understanding is quite clear that it's to celebrate the life and the legacy left behind by your father. But practically, how will this foundation be working? Who will it serve when it launches, or when it starts to implement some of those key principles that we've been talking about today?
So I think it would serve the people. It would play in the roles that he best put himself. Number one would be communication, would be arts and culture. Would start from the ground. I think the main important thing is something that we've noticed is that there is learning without understanding at the moment, and communication while reading is so vital in terms of communicating and understanding. Just the mere fact of they are learning what a canal is, but do they actually know what it is? So we know how to spell, we cram our words, and we learn our speeches and our sentences, but are we actually comprehending what we're actually saying to people? So I think the main focus would be on education. It would be on communication and learning, and our kids of today, and just playing that forward, and then we'll definitely move into other things as we go along.
All right, there you go. Thank you so much. That's Muriel, the daughter of Mr. Ronnie Mamoepa, just reflecting on this foundation and how its core functions will be education and its core focus will be in that communications area. And not surprising, as the legacy of Ronnie Mamoepa speaks for itself. Of course, the Deputy President had to leave the event in quite a rush. It comes at a time where there are a lot of reports surrounding the Deputy President. He did acknowledge the presence of the media and did promise rather to engage with us soon. Over to you in studio, Bongiwe.